Hey everyone, Brian here, and I want to talk a little bit about the article that I read. It was written by Sharon Morrisette, and it was titled Web-Based Inquiry Projects That Use New Media and Some Ideas on Using Technology in the Elementary Classroom. One of the key things that jumped out to me when I read this article was a three-sentence line that was in italics. It said, teachers may be forgiven if they cling to old models of teaching that served them well in the past. All their formal instruction and role models were driven by traditional approaches. Breaking away from ways means taking risks, but is exactly what is needed. Um, just going back to my own growing up 25 years ago when I was in grade 5, what spurred me on, got me excited about learning more than anything, was when they reeled in that TV, plugged the video into the VCR. It wasn't writing on the chalkboard or textbooks or even having the teacher stand in front of you and talk at you. It was that access to some technology that stood out. And as a teacher now, I find it's exactly the same. It's just the technology has changed. I This past year, I taught a grade 4, 5, 6 combined class that was about 80% online. So if that's not a strong call for technology being an important piece of the classroom, I don't know what would be. Um, it was a full year. It started out as only being supposed to be a 3-month project or pilot, but it grew. It evolved into a full year uh, class, and it wouldn't have worked if I hadn't been continually pushing the boundaries of what technology can do in this classroom setting. I had to go out and find new ways to share content, or find new content, or find new activities, or find ways to be interactive with my students. And that is just that big aspect that goes into how kids nowadays thrive in that kind of environment. As teachers, it's hard for us to be wrong in the sense of not feeling like you're good enough. But it's so important that we're taking those risks ourselves to show our classes that it's okay for them to take those risks too. And what better way to do that than to put ourselves out there with this ever changing technology that is constantly coming at us. 5 years ago, we didn't have half the stuff that we have access to today. 10 years ago, we didn't have 10% of what we have today. It just is nonstop. It's constant. We're constantly getting more and more means to connect in with new technology. And as teachers, we need to embrace it. We need to go out there and continually say, hey, I know my students will connect with me more because of what I'm trying to bring to the table. I know I didn't really talk too much about the article itself, but I know that we also said kind of talk about our own practices and what that looks like. All right. Have a great evening, everyone. Bye.